Hi, welcome to Ham Radio Reality. I am G6PNH. In this video I'll have a look at for you SDRs, using SDRs in ham radio, and particularly for enhancing a net. Now what we'll have a look at is what is an SDR, then we'll have a look at the way that it could work, or it does actually work, when you're in a net and maybe you can't hear other people, and then we'll have a look at it actually working in a net. So first of all, what is SDR? SDR is software defined radio, and here I have a software defined radio that is run by M0CK, so I just host it. M0CKO also has its own SDR at home as well, so it's in two different areas, so people in this area who can't hear that area can hear it through the SDR. I'll show you how that works in a minute. We then use it for two nets, and we've got one net on a Saturday morning that's on 2 meters SSB, and that runs from 11 till 12, and we also have another one on a Sunday morning that runs, that's on 4 meters, and it runs from again 11 o'clock till 12 o'clock. So the first question, what is SDR? SDR is a software defined radio. So the next point is, how does it actually work? Right, just have a quick look at this video to show you just how to open it. Now if you want to go straight to it, you can click on my QRZ page, and there is a link on my QRZ page, that's Golf 6 Papa November Hotel G6PNH. You can go then straight to my SDR page. From there then there is a link that you can go to M0CKO's. Just have a look at quickly how it works. Alright, so let's look at how we can actually run this SDR, or how we can receive from this SDR. So first of all, I've opened M0CKO's SDR, press play, and then up at the top there I can press G6PNH's SDR, and it'll open a separate page. Now you can flick from page to page if you want, or if you just drag that page down, you'll see that it comes up as a separate. There we go. So I've got two windows, one running M0CKO, one running G6PNH. When it comes to the 4 meter net, just click on 4 meter net. There you go. And then what you can do is swap from one to the other. Now because it's smaller on the screen, as it were, you can actually close everything down so you can see a bit more. You can see as well on here, this is MB7ANM, which is quite clear on M0CKO's. If you look on the G6PNH's, it's not quite as clear. Now you'll notice that although there is a tone coming down there, on M0CKO's you can actually see, there we go, you can actually see some audio going on as well. And there is a little bit of a difference. So anybody wanting out of the area to listen to MB7ANM can do it through M0CKO's. Okay, so now you've seen how it does work. Right, so in principle, how does it work when you put two together? How can somebody this far away be talking to somebody that far away, and so on? It almost eliminates the use for a repeat, almost, but not altogether. Having said that, the nobody's ever tried using it as a repeater. Maybe that's something for the PMR people to do, that get involved with that one. They're also looking for some kind of a repeater. But the other thing is as well, it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can actually join in with this as well. That's worth mentioning. Also, while we're at it, could you press subscribe somewhere down there? Send me a message as well. I love that, and that helps. And notifications and thumbs up and all that stuff. Right, thanks. So if you're in another part of the world, no matter where you are, you can log on to these SDRs and you could listen to our net going on. It don't matter where you are. Just bear in mind that it is local British time. So at the moment we're running GMT. After the the last Sunday in March, we'll be running British Summer Time, which is plus 1 hour. Right, so here is how it would work, two together. First of all, I'll show you one, then I'll show you two together in principle. Okay, so let's have a quick look at how this works in principle. First of all, we have one SDR here, which belongs to M0CKO. Now, if somebody's in point A, they might not be able to hear somebody in point B. The idea is that the SDR will pick it up, so you will be able to transmit, and then B receive, B transmit, and A receive, although they can't hear each other directly. Okay, just moving on then and adding a second SDR, ends up looking like this. So you've got the same idea. C and D can't hear each other, but G6PNH SDR there means that C can transmit, D can receive, and again vice versa. Anybody in zone E should be able to pick both SDRs up and be able to hear everybody. However, somebody at point C wanting to transmit in this area might not be able to be received by A or B, but the idea is that A and B can listen to G6PNH. Similar with point D, and then working across, somebody at point A transmitting might not be able to be heard by C, but C could listen to M0CKO's SDR. And that is the basic principle of, first of all, one SDR and then adding a second SDR in. Okay, so that being said then, hopefully you followed that. Here is it actually working in practice. I haven't got any sound on this video because of the way that it was working, but what I'll do is I'll point out to you, I'll talk over it and show you just exactly what's going on. So the net has already started, and we can see on G6PNH, that's that one, that the signal is quite strong. Just a second ago we had M0CK up as well, and the signal was not anywhere near as strong. Okay, so I've turned the sound off now. And here we go. We can see both strings up at the same time. Unfortunately, M0CKO's is blocked by all the little bits and pieces that are going on. The frequency, the modes, etc. So we've got M0CKO. Let's have them both up. Let's try and get them both up at the same time, shall we? There we go. Okay. So you can see the signal. Can you just see the signal is really strong with G6PNH on the right. It's quite weak on the left-hand side. Now if you notice down as well at the bottom, oh that's better, there we go. We can see the two signals now. So you can see from one to the other, you can decide which one is the better signal, or there might not be a signal there at all. Also down at the bottom, can you see that there are messages up at the top? You can click on the message icon and you can send us a message while you are listening. Yes, you can take part, even if you might not be able to transmit into the net. You can still send us some messages. Now here is Stuart on the left hand side. He hosts the SDR at his end, and you can see the amount of interference that's being caused, and you can see how weak the signal is on the G6PNH one on the right hand side. Okay, so that's how it works. You now realise that we've got a software defined radio that's running through the computer into the internet. We can listen to it with just one, we can listen to it with two, that enhances the whole area. We can listen to it outside the area in any country we want. Why not give it a go on Saturday, on Sunday, have a listen. If you're in the area as well, if you're in the catchment area, why not just give it a go? If the net controller can't hear you, it doesn't matter. One of us will say that you are calling in. The net controller should be listening to both of them anyway. It enhances everything. I'm G6PNH. Ham Radio Reality 7.3s.